Hi everybody, this is Mr. Folly, and welcome to the beginning of Unit 4, where we're going to do ionic nomenclature, and not much else than that. So let's take a look. Ionic compounds are made of positive cations and negative anions. Remember, cations are positive. Oh, do you see how this right here, this is so clever. That's a plus sign. That's positive. And anions are negative, okay? Positive ions are found in the periodic table. So looking here, +1, +2, +3. These again are my little +2, my always +2 ones. And the negative ions you can also find in the periodic table too. So there is another positive polyatomic ion, which is NH4 positive. That's the only other positive ion we will use, okay? The blue region above has multiple positive charges that are indicated by a Roman numeral. Okay, so I call this region, I'm going to change my color. I call this region, it might look pretty in orange, the Roman region, okay? Because you need a Roman numeral, okay? So the blue region above has multiple positive charges that are indicated by a Roman numeral. All Romans, for us, have +2 as one possibility, okay? So chromium is +3, called chromium 3, or chromium +2. Lead is lead +2 or lead +4. Now, you don't need to memorize which one's which, and this would be tin or Sn +2. You don't need to remember what they are, but you do need to know that you have to tell them the charge. So otherwise, we don't know the charge. If I say, oh, sodium ion, the whole world knows it's +1. But if I said lead, you're like, I don't know what that one is, because there's other choices. There are negative ions that end in "ide" on the periodic table, and that means they have no oxygens. Others have to be memorized. S-2 or S2 negative is sulfide. Now notice how this little dude's got oxygens in it. It's sulfate. And you got the list today of which ones you need to memorize, and they're on here a little bit later too. This is a little bit of a longer list, but you'll see them. Ionic compounds have a charge of 0 because their charges cancel out. Remember, compounds are neutral. To be a compound, it's got to be neutral. So we know water's a compound. It's H2O. It is not H2O +7, right? No. It's just H2O with no charge. So sodium chloride is salt. We know that. And it's NaCl because Na is +1. What? Why is it +1? Oh. Na is +1 because it's right here. And chlorine is -1, so it's right here. So those charges cancel out, right? +1 equals -1, so it's just NaCl. But when I look at barium chloride, barium's +2. That's not the same. And chloride is -1. I got to have 2 of these guys to cancel it out. So I'm looking at BaCl2. Aluminum chloride, I'll do these up here. Aluminum is +3. Chloride is -1. See how it takes 3 chlorides to get to -3? AlCl3. Magnesium oxide, Mg is +2. O is -2. Oh, those equal each other. So that means I only need 1 of each, MgO. Sodium oxide, sodium is Na +1. Oxide is -2. Uh-oh, I don't have enough positives. I need to have 2 positives to do that. Na2O. Now I'm going to do the long way for aluminum sulfide. So I'm going to do it over here. Aluminum is +3. Sulfide is -2. Okay, so I see I've got more positives than negatives. So the only thing I can add is S-2. So now this side is -4 and this side is +3. So then I'm going to have to do it again. Aluminum +3. Oh man, now I made it +6, which still doesn't equal -4. So remember, all I can do is add stuff. So I'm going to add another S-2. -2, -2, -2 is -6. So now +6 and -6 will cancel out. I'm going to collect this to write it like a regular person. Al, I've got 2 of them. 2. S, I've got 1, 2, 3. That's my answer for that. All right. Given the formula, you just name the ions. What is aluminum? Aluminum is aluminum. What is chlorine? Oh, it's negative. Chloride. aluminum chloride. MgO, what's Mg? Magnesium. What's O? Oh, it's got a negative charge, oxide, magnesium oxide. Charges come from the periodic table and the ion list. Again, ion list. Here's a little bit longer one, but we've got a shorter one that I handed you in class. NH4 2SO4 is made of NH4. NH4 is ammonium. SO4, it's got O's in it. SO4 is sulfate. So it's going to be ammonium sulfate. Roman metals must include the Roman numeral in their name. FeCl3 is made of iron. Hey, there's iron. But oh no, when I look at iron, iron is, I got to go back to my pretty colors. Iron is around here, so I don't know its charge. Oh, dirty dog, dirty dog. So I'm going to have to make it, I'm going to have to figure out its charge. So if it's Fe plus something, and I have 3 Cl minus 1s, iron has to cancel out, a negative 3. So Fe is going to be plus 3, and Cl is minus 3. So then I have iron, what charge? 3 chloride. Okay. Just a little picture for it. Positive ion combines and cancels. Positive ion, negative ion. Oops, I need 2 of them. Notice how if I need Mg, if I did MgOH2, do you see how this would be 2 H's? But when I have this is 2 hydroxides, 2 OH's. Okay. MgSO4, name the parts. Magnesium ion, sulfate ion. All right. AlCl3, name the parts. Aluminum, chlorine, nope, chloride. Sodium, oh man, that looks like one of those long ones. CO3. Here it is, carbonate. Now notice I don't have to care about what the charges are. I know it'll all work out. If I'm going from the name the other way, I got to worry about it. Na is sodium. And then nitrogen is what I'm thinking, but I got to make it sound ide, nitride. K is potassium. And oxygen is an oxygen. It's got to end in ide, oxide. Copper 2 nitrate is going to be copper plus 2. This 2 means it's plus 2. Nitrate, 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 nitrate. Boom. NO3 minus 1. Now notice I need 2 of these guys to cancel out the plus 2. So it's going to be CuNO3. I need 2 nitrates. Taken twice. Copper 1 nitrate, almost exactly the same. Copper plus 1, NO3 minus 1. Oh, they equal each other, so it's going to be not that line. CuNO3. Lead 4. Ooh, this tells me the charge. Pb plus 4. Carbonate. We used this one already. CO3 minus 2. I see that it takes 2 negative 2s to cancel the plus 4. So I need to have 2 carbonates. Pb, CO3. How do I show there's 2 of them? Parentheses. Good. The vanadium. I look for vanadium. And vanadium is right here. Roman numeral. Vanadium something. And then it's going to be oxide. Oops, I got to leave some room for my something. Vanadium something oxide. So do you see that each oxygen is negative 2 from the periodic table? So together, this is negative 10. So 2 vanadiums have to cancel a negative 10. So that means vanadium has to be plus 5. Roman numeral 5. And that's it. We now know how to name everything in under 10 minutes. How great is that? Oh, it's so great. To that, I will say, toodles.